TYT Sports Sunday afternoon. Just got done watching San Francisco and New Orleans. And, from the fans' perspective, because that's what I am, I'm a big NFL fan. I'm a big NBA, MLB. I'm a huge sports fan. That's why I absolutely love being here on TYT Sports. And that's the perspective that I'm here to bring to the viewers, to the fans, whatever it may be. So I always love when you guys leave your comments. So please, leave your comments in the section below about San Francisco and New Orleans so we can revisit them tomorrow when we do our best and worst for the Turks and Jerks. But in terms of today, that to me was the morning game of the week. Obviously right now the Giants, my New York Giants, are playing the Seattle Seahawks, but I want to mostly settle and talk about a lot of different things with this game. Watching the game, the first thing that comes to me is is Colin Kaepernick a good quarterback, a great quarterback? Is he an all right quarterback? Is he a lucky quarterback? Because I still can't make any judgment on this guy. He's fantastic at improvising. And every time he rolls out, every time he does that bootleg out to the right side to escape pressure, and that prime example was finding Michael Crabtree in the middle of the field. Now, call me nitpicky. I know this is crazy, but correct me if I'm wrong here. If 5 seconds earlier, that's a lot of time actually, if 2 seconds earlier he saw Michael Crabtree or found Michael Crabtree, right? There was so much space as Crabtree kind of backdoor, quietly stepped behind the defensive backs. And I feel like Kaepernick could have made that throw across the field and probably found Michael Crabtree for a touchdown instead of just that, great conversion, finding Michael Crabtree in the middle of the defense where there's really nobody around him. It really was a failure on the New Orleans defense for not marking Crabtree at all, and also for just not being able to get to Kaepernick. Now, Kaepernick is elusive, he's sneaky, he's sly, and he can extend the play. But there always seems to be a difference when we talk about like Russell Wilson and Colin Kaepernick in extending the play. Now, you all know I'm big fans of Russell Wilson, so I'm probably a little biased on this measure, even though I have no fandom for the Seahawks and I have no fandom for the 49ers. My fandom is for the New York Football Giants. So what I find interesting is when Russell Wilson extends the play, when I listen to the sports talk radio and I'm reading on ESPN and Grantland and 538 and Yahoo Sports, all these sites, every time Russell Wilson's extending the play, it's because he's a smart football player. And he's finding ways to keep the play alive and convert and doesn't take big hits. And every time Colin Kaepernick extends the play, it seems like it's called improvisation. And it's not looked at under as positive a light compared to Russell Wilson, even through Wilson's struggles in the past few weeks and Seattle's obviously off the field distractions and all that's going on with the Seattle Seahawks. They're obviously not as good as they were last year, but last year they did win a Super Bowl. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below about that one. I'm really curious what you guys have to say about Colin Kaepernick and whether you think he's a good, great, terrible, awesome, fantastic, potential Super Bowl winning quarterback, potential NFC championship, or again, NFC championship winning quarterback, if they're going to make it that far. But the 49ers pulled out a really, really good road win in New Orleans, and it is hard to win in New Orleans. Not like Kansas City not like the Kansas City Chiefs, loud and hard to win in Kansas City, or Seattle, hard to win in Seattle. New Orleans is just really, really good on their home turf, and they always put up a decent amount of points. So Drew Brees, 3 touchdowns. He looked pretty good, but not 5 touchdowns, 400 yards. Drew Brees, good. There was one specific play that was frustrating to watch. Throwing to Jimmy Graham is always a good idea. He's proven he can catch balls in double and triple coverage. He's done it before. He's a great jump ball player. He can get up there and catch the likes of any football coming his way, similar to that of Dez and Calvin Johnson, but Jimmy's a little bit thicker in terms of the tight end position. He's just a damn good route runner from that tight end position. So Drew Brees throws the ball over the middle into triple coverage, looking for Jimmy Graham. Now, usually when Drew Brees throws that ball, he's pretty damn accurate with it and usually gets a lot more loft on it. And you'd think he would be finding Jimmy Graham in the back of the end zone rather than trying to hit him in the front of the end zone. It was a poorly thrown pass, and I'm overanalyzing one poorly thrown pass. It's just I'm not used to seeing Drew Brees throw those types of passes. And again, throwing to Jimmy Graham in triple coverage is not the worst idea in the world. It's not like throwing to, I don't know, let's say Wes Welker in triple coverage where he can barely get, his arms above like he's as tall as a defensive player. You see where I'm going with this one. Or as tall as the defensive backs is what I'm trying to say. So San Francisco pulls out a good win, 27-24. New Orleans had a great second half. Mark Ingram, by the way, rushed for his third straight game of over 100 yards. He's a major, major component to that offense. He's healthy, it seems like, and they're going to need him back because they don't have that three-headed monster of Ingram, Pierre Thomas, and Darren Sproles anymore. They really just have Mark Ingram, and that's really important for them moving forward, especially to open up play-action passes and everything for Drew Brees. So, again, I have this whole thing with Colin Kaepernick. I can't figure him out. Drew Brees, I like Drew Brees. I like the small quarterbacks, maybe because I'm roughly the same height as Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, 5'11". Like, I look at it as like, oh, damn, they can make the NFL. But granted, they have a much better arm than I do, and they're much more accurate, and they're good at football. I'm not good at any of those three things. Also, Frank Gore, what a classic running back. And I mean classic in my lifetime, which you all know is not that long. So with Frank Gore, when you look at this guy, run head down, strong, that Jerome Bettis-like classic ground and pound football. It's so sick to watch. Some people find it a little boring. I kind of relate to it as like watching the Spurs play basketball. It's just fundamentally good running. He only had 3.5 yards per carry in this game. But there's something respectable about the way that he pushes for every extra inch, every centimeter he's working to get in the ground and pound game. The really good news for the 49ers moving forward, though, is when Frank Gore's gone, which could be at the end of this year or the end of next year, we don't know. The guy plays with a lot of heart. Carlos Hyde, his 4 attempts for like 25 yards, he's a really talented running back, and I'm excited to see if he breaks out to be a great running back, or if he breaks out, or if he becomes like not a bust. He's never been hyped up as much as I guess I'm hyping him up now, but he's good. And I think he could be the future running back for the 49ers. I would hope so. I'd like to see what happens when he gets 20 carries a game, or at least 15 carries a game, instead of the 4 to 10 he kind of gets now. And Frank Gore's a little bit on the older side now. Injury is always a risk with him. So once again, 49ers 27, New Orleans 24. That was the game that I really liked watching this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it too. Leave your thoughts about the other games and everything that happened in the NFL up until this point in the comments section below. Don't forget, we have Turks and Jerks tomorrow for the best and the worst of the NFL. We're going to be extending them to be a little longer because, you know, we have so much damn fun doing them. We want you to enjoy the fun too. You guys can follow me on Twitter at JasonRubin91. You can follow TYT Sports on Twitter, which is 10 times more important than my own Twitter account, at TYT Sports. And you should send all of your favorite NFL links, stories, to at Francis_Maxwell, because he does not like NFL nearly as much as we do. So send him over, harass him, do what you need. And lastly, but most importantly, do you know to subscribe to TYT Sports? It's free, F-R-E-E. It's amazing. Please do. We have fun. Hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. It really does. Give us a thumbs up. That also helps a lot. And of course, as always, have an awesome Sunday.